Okay, test. Okay, we should be live now, guys. Right. Cool. I'm just going to give it a few minutes, let people join. So that. So I'll crack on. I'll crack on. And then if you want to catch up with the stream, you can. Obviously, it's going to be published on YouTube anyway. So right. Just get rid of this. Okay, so if you're having a look at this on, let's go on a 2 hour for now. You can see, let's go on the 4 hour, might be better. Okay. So this was the recent low, okay? And we got stuck up here before we had another sweep down for a higher low. So this area is the rejection zone. You got a double top pretty much in this area. And then we came down into the sweet spot. So we came down all the way to the 886, which is not a typical fib level that you might know about. But it is one. And it's just below the 786, all right? So that generally does happen when we're trying to go in for this to set this kind of like higher low, but the market is very volatile. You know, perhaps because Bitcoin is dropping, you know, everybody's selling. It's just sell. But yeah, it's still effectively a higher low because we didn't take out this low, all right? Now, it's also potentially a valid wave 2. So if this is your wave 1, this would be your wave 2, and then you go on for wave 3, 4, 5. What this then becomes is that's like a corrective pattern. So this then becomes your C leg, and you've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just basically a crashing structure for a C leg. So, I mean, it's pretty common in cryptocurrencies, especially in volatile situations. So yeah, I mean, if you have a look at the red line here, price actually came up and took that out. So what this effectively means is that this whole downtrend here has been bought up. So anyone that was short here has just been stopped out. All right. So if you didn't take profit down here, then well, you've lost your whole trade, haven't you? So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident. I mean, this looks impulsive, and if this is going to be a wave 3, like I said, we should be going quite high. I mean, even if we get up to those numbers here, yeah, that's 22% pump. That's good. All right, so we've got some people joining. Myrtle Man, when Bitcoin Cash to hit 10k. All right. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, this is all I wanted to say on the lower time frame. So, I mean, I am expecting a wave 3 to start. So let's just have a little look about where we can expect wave 3 to go to, if this is a wave 3. See, usually it's not. You would expect it to at least get here. Okay, so the 1.27 to the 100, so 391 to 425. You'd expect at least to achieve those numbers for a wave 3. Okay. However, if you get past the 618, so the 1.618, which is where you really want a wave 3 to hit, then you know that the move is impulsive. So, you know, really you want to see that. Also, you know, it can extend to the 2.618, which is what I think is going to do. Okay, I think it's going to go back up to $600-700. So that's what I'm hoping for. That is what I think. will happen. So you probably get something like this. It'll go like that, boom, boom, and then douche, and then up again. All right. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll just take all of this off now, and we'll have a look on the weekly. So Metal Man wants to know when it's going to be 10k. In fact, it's gone in monthly. Right. So this line here, this is the line that I was warning you about a few months ago, okay? So this is where I told you to short. Alright? That's where I told you to short. Obviously, it's a pretty big area of resistance. So yeah, it's going to take a lot to get up there. But if you imagine that this whole uptrend, this got bulls exhausted. I mean, can you imagine the buy pressure that you need to create these kinds of candles? I mean, it's just massive. And then to create this candle, it's massive. So people that bought it down here, you know, they've made a lot of money. I mean, I know they've made a lot of money because I was buying it. You know, I was buying it under $100. You know, they've made 600%. So, sorry. So, like, they're gonna take profit, and if you're buying it at, you know, $600 on this higher time frame resistance, you know, you're just liquidity for the market. You're sell into the, you know, that bought down here. I mean, I sold into your liquidity if you were buying at $600-700. You know, I sold to you because I bought it down here. I took profit and then I rebought down here. So I effectively doubled my Bitcoin cash. All right. So I believe that this correction is done. Now, the reason why is because look, we've come down to the 0.618. That is the area that I would expect it to go to. Now, like I said before, you know, this is more than likely a corrective phase. All right, there is the possibility that I'm wrong with that, and that this is actually just a 1, 2, probably 3, 4, 5, or 4 is just up here. 3 finishes there, something like that. If we go on the daily, we'll probably see it a bit better. Be able to tell you for sure. Yeah, I was bang on. So there you go. 3, 4. The other possibility is that it's even tighter than that, and that 3 actually only finishes there, and that 4 finishes there. Okay. Now, when you have the ability to choose where you think wave 3 and wave 4 is, you know, you don't really need to worry about whether you've got that right or not. Okay. You know, what you're looking for is clear waves. So you're looking for there to be no dispute between, you know, between there being at least 5 waves, okay, impulsive waves to the upside. So, with wave 3, you really want to see like 5 waves. So if that would be 1, 2. That would be potentially 3, or 3 there, 4, 5, something like that. Okay, because typically this kind of pattern here you'd see in a wave 4. So this blue wave 5, sorry, blue wave 3. These would be the sub counts to it. So 1, 2, 3, probably 4, and then an extended wave 5 to complete wave 3. Okay. So where it condenses in a pennant like that, that's your wave 4. Okay, so if you see that in lower time frames, higher time frames, whatever, just be warned that this is wave 4. Okay, so if the price then goes up and you've got your stop loss here, you know, you need to expect this kind of ABC correction. That's why so many people get stopped out, because they see this pennant and they think, oh, well, what I'll do is I'll do this. That's a flagpole. I'll put my flagpole on top of the breakout. That's where it's going to go. Well, that's not really how it works most of the time. Most of the time it does this, look. Most of the time it does that. And that becomes your wave 5. And as you'll notice, that is smaller than the wave 3, because wave 3 is typically the biggest. Okay, so just be mindful when you trade in these types of patterns. 10k. Let's have a look on the smaller time frames. So like if we were going to say, for example, that this was a wave 1, right? This would be primary wave 1. Well, this would be your primary wave. So that would be wave 1. This down here would then be wave 2. And obviously it comes into the golden pocket zone, like I talk about a lot. Here would be the completion of wave 2, which is what, this is the zone that I have been telling you to buy in. Okay. So typically, but basically we're in wave 3 now. Okay, so if I'm right, we're in wave 3. Now, if you have a look at like the proportion size, so this whole structure here is wave 1. What you want to do is you want to see wave 3 should be 1.618 times the size of wave 1 at least. Okay, so if we do a measurement here and we measure it to the bottom of wave 2, wave 3 should be 1.618 times that size. Okay, so if we go from about 60% here and we measure that, this is really basic stuff, but that takes Bitcoin Cash to 8,000. Okay, so then wave 3 should be going at 8,000, like that. Okay, because it's 1.618 times the size of wave 1. Now there is the option that it can extend more than that, so 2.618 times. Okay, but just for argument's sake, we'll keep it nice and simple. So proportion wise, that looks good because wave 3 is then the biggest wave. All right. I mean, we can also measure that by doing here, by doing this. Quite clearly, wave 3 is the biggest wave. Okay. So another way that we can do this and see if this is any good or if it's just, you know, gobbledygook, is that we can measure it from the bottom here. Look. So we'll go to from the bottom to the top with the fib extension, and to the bottom of here. Okay. Well, we can see literally that 1.618 is bang on where I said it was going to be, and all I did was measure the size of wave 1 and add more or less what I thought was 60% to it. Okay. So you don't have to be like a genius to do this kind of technical analysis. Like you don't have to like be overcomplicating stuff. It doesn't matter what way you do it. It really doesn't. But that's your primary wave 3. Okay. Now, if you notice down here, look, where I have wave 2. So wave 2 is here. We'll just move it around again. Wave 2 is really small. Okay, so we'll just keep zooming in. Okay, so wave 2 here and the purple line is really small. And doesn't even come to the 0.5, okay. But look how big wave 3 is compared to wave 1. So wave 1 gave us 17.5%. Wave 2 gave us 220. Sorry, wave 3 gave us 225%, something like that. So it's like 11 times bigger than wave 1. So if we have a look here, what did wave 1 give us? Wave 1 gave us 35.5%. Okay. So if we go 11 times that, that's 350%. So where does 350% take us in this grand scheme of things? And that bear in mind, that's not the end of wave 3. So 350%, that gets us to just under $1,300. Okay. But wave 3 ended up here. So the size of wave 3 in total was 675%. So 675% on that one. Somewhere around there. So somewhere around this box. But like I said, don't forget that wave 3 is typically the biggest wave. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting. I mean, proportion wise for wave 3, that does look about right. 8,500, something like that. So any other chart requests? We are 1 minute away from the US Open, and it'd be quite interesting to watch what the Russell does. So what we really want to see on the Open is that you know, the Russell is doing something. So see, if you have a look here, look on the daily, the Russell is just touched to 0.618. Okay, so that's the zone that you would want to see a reversal from. So hopefully we're going to get some kind of reaction today. What we'll do is see what the first reaction is on the 5 minute open. Okay, so first reaction is down, and 1 minute. Okay, that's good. That's good. We're going green. So the first move down was bought up. This is looking good. Let's see if we can close a candle like that. Okay, well, we turned green. A lot of volatility over here. I mean, that's a move. What is that? I mean, nearly 0.5%. Let's see what happens. We want this to turn green, ideally. If this turns green, then it's go time. It's pump Monday. Dude, 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 dude. Any chat requests from the chat? Anything that you want me to go through on the live stream? Any chart, any asset? As long as it's not your own asset. Okay, there's some long wicks. Okay, it's looking good. Let's go on the 5 minute. Okay, so if you imagine all the guys here, look at all this liquidity. They've just taken everyone out. Okay. Now, in terms of Fibonacci, where have we gone to? We've gone to, yeah, what I would consider the golden pocket. So 0.5 to the 786. Okay. And we've taken out this liquidity. Everyone's just got absolutely wrecked. And yeah, starting to go green. So liquidity grab. This is good for us, guys. This is looking good. Anything else technical about that I can see? Let's have a look. Not really. This might be right. There we go, look, there's a green box. Okay, so there's your green box. It's come and tapped that as well. So not only is it in the golden pocket, but it's also reacting from the green box. So this would then be an ABC. So we'll move backwards on the Russell, ABC. And can we find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Probably can, because this looks impulsive. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and yeah, looking good. I would be long in the Russell right now. Okay, that's good. So what we need to now see is whether the rest of the market is going to follow. Let's have a quick look at the Dixie. See, Dixie's going up as well. That doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't like that. I think this is gassed out. Yeah, right at the resistance. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was gassed out now and we start moving down, and the market starts to go green. Yep, looks good to me. Okay, quick check of Bitcoin, and then we'll have a look at BCHG. So we're talking about Grayscale Bitcoin Cash Trust, yeah. Okay, so just going back from this morning, I was saying about this lower mid-range, that was the buying opportunity. Okay, so the gap between the lower mid-range and the mid-range is well, from wherever I said this morning, what was it? It's about here, wasn't it? That's a 10% move. So you want to see Bitcoin recover the mid-range at least and start trading in the upper range. So you want to see this black line. You want to see price above 60,000. All right, if we see price above 60,000, that's great. We can chill out above 60,000. That's good. Or we just nuke all the way up, just teleport to like upper mid-range or even the top range. That's fine. But at some point, we're going to have to start chilling out above one or the other. Okay. This is what I think would happen: is that we'd come up, we'd reclaim range mid. We'd consolidate there for a while, and then we'd start to move up. We'll probably even test new all-time highs before maybe even dropping back down into the range, and then trying to smash through those all-time highs. That's what I hope for. That's what I think. This is where this would be the pathway for it. If we go onto the daily, that's what I think is going to happen. It does look pretty good. Yeah. I mean, we speak about this more in MAM Pro Club, so you know, if you want to come and join, just look in the description of this stream. It's only 5 Litecoin or 1 Bitcoin Cash. Those prices are not going to change, so you know, join whilst you know the assets are cheap, because otherwise you probably won't be able to afford to. Right, BCHG. Okay, right. Let's just have a look on the higher time frame first. So, okay. So first thoughts are that, you know, it's come back into this 786 golden pocket zone. I'm not one for owning like anything other than the underlying asset. I will say that. I'm not a massive fan of this. So yeah, difficult one for me, to be honest, because this chart really doesn't give me much. It doesn't say buy me. I mean, from the top here, we're down 81%. And what does that compare to with Bitcoin Cash? I mean, right now on the price, that's 60%. So, so if you own Bitcoin Cash, you're actually worse off then, by quite a lot. Sorry, Bitcoin Cash G. If you own the Grayscale Trust, yeah. Okay, so this started pumping in 27th of December 2022. And this started pumping. Okay. Weird. I mean, there's a gap here, right? So my opinion would be that there's some kind of gap there. Let's take this out. Looks like it's just filled it. But there's another gap here. And they don't need filling, but if I was a betting man, I'd say they would be filled. Everything else seems to be filled. So, I mean, I don't really know why it would, but if I was going to get into this asset, we'll just put this on log scale. If I was going to get into this asset, I'd say, look, if we were on log scale, the golden pocket would be obviously lower. I'd say try and fill that gap at like $2.50, something like that. If you could get in at $2.50, it might be a good trade. But I mean, even this is not clearly 5 ways. I mean, unless you said something like this, look, if this was 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Maybe. I'll be honest, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't trade this at all. I just wouldn't. I mean, it looks... The chart looks disgusting. It just doesn't look tradable at all. Doesn't... Yeah. That's not for me, guys. I don't know why. Just not. I mean... Does anyone else have anything that they want me to chart whilst I'm online? So if you look at the weekly on Bitcoin Cash, this spinning top doji here, this black one, okay, that's a spinning top doji. That's an indecision in the market, okay. So obviously, like when you're going, when price is going one way, eventually you're going to get a point. You're going to get to a point where, like, you know, people see value for it. You know, they want to buy it. And then you typically get these types of like doji candles, spinning top dojis. You see them here, look, and here. Yeah, typically these become like reversal zones, so that would go well with what my thoughts were. And obviously that only closed last night, a few hours ago. Litecoin N. Okay. Okay. It's going to give us that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you said that was the breakdown zone. So here was the breakdown zone. So when price was all the way down here, you'd have been saying, right, that's the first area of interest. I want to see price, you know, get above here. But I would want to see price go like that. And then like that. That's what you'd want to see, right? Yeah, you don't want to see the price go. I mean, what's the point? I mean, unless you were looking for shorts. I mean, let's invert that. Like, does that look bullish? I mean, if I was trading that chart, I would say, right, liquidity is down here. Okay, let's start again. Right, so this chart is inverted. Okay, so it's upside down. Right, if I was looking for an entry, I would say I want to take out this liquidity, and I'm going to put some buys there, right? Because what I want to see is this, and then off we go. Yeah. But obviously, that's not, you know, it's an upside down chart. I mean, this doesn't look great at all, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, a cup and handle is a potential reversal pattern. What you would say is that this, again, so if this was going to be a cup and handle pattern, yeah, this is quite high to go above your cup. Like usually you'd say like the cup would be like that, or hang on, like you'd say something like that's your cup and that's your handle, yeah. So then you take a measurement of your handle, which is that, and you place it on top. And as you can see, the price basically went there. So that's your cup and handle, right? So you can't then say that this is going to be your cup and handle, because the cup and handle's already played out. So are you trying to say that that's the handle? Like that's the handle and that's the cup? It doesn't look right. I mean, I don't think so. I think that this is the measurement of the handle, and then you place it on top. That's your target, and you hit the target. I mean, the only other thing you can do is let's say, and that's your handle, that's your cup. That would look better, potentially. And then you would say, right, okay, well, if that's my handle, then the target is going to be up here. Okay? So your target is going to be 300. So then if Litecoin is bullish like I think it is, then that gives you a 3,000% increase. So yeah, potentially. Does that answer your questions on Litecoin N? Blan 552. Yeah, no worries, man. Alright, cool. Let's just have a look at BCH again. There you go. I mean, you could potentially say the same thing here. Look. And I said this back in 2017. This is that Bitcoin Cash was doing a cup and handle, and Metal Man pointed that out quite well, actually. I mean, there's potential for it. I mean, if that was me, if I was trading this, I would be more inclined to say that it was something like, I mean, there's so many different patterns that you can have. I would say I was more inclined to say that it was something like this. Potentially that. And that is a huge reversal pattern over 4 years. And that you take the measurement of the head all the way across there, somewhere like that, you place it on the breakout zone, and all of a sudden that is where you want Bitcoin Cash to be. Okay, so from here to there, 40,000%. That's your hopium chart. That's what you would want. That's what I would say it was if I was a betting man, which I am. because if I did if I did a cup and handle, I don't think that would give me the targets that I think it's going to go to, which would be why I think that it's not a cup and handle. So if I did a cup and handle like that, it's sort of pick your poison moment, really. My target would be $100. So either it's a cup and handle and your target is $100, or it's a massive inverse head and shoulders, with that being your left shoulder, that being your right shoulder coming just lower, which is what you want to see, and the breakout target, and then if you compare that to Bitcoin Cash now, if this was going to go up, what, 40,000%, and then you go to Bitcoin Cash on the weekly, from here, 40,000%. That takes you to $120,000. I mean, I said all along that it was going to 50k. It could do. What do you guys think? You know, can you see it? I can. I mean, that's definitely got potential. If that's an inverse head and shoulders, that's got potential. Okay. I've got about 15 minutes, so if anybody else wants some charts doing, let me know. Put it in the comments, and I'll do my best to do it for you. I suppose if you're from the USA, then you're going to be more inclined to invest in grayscale products. So I do understand it. I mean, I don't do that, but yeah. Okay, Kraken pipe. I think BCHG could do 40k percent of Bitcoin Cash goes to 50k. Yeah, well, of course it could. I mean, it's possible with the chart. Okay, so if you want to have a prediction of where something can go, you've got to be able to do it on the chart. If you can't do it on the chart, then you might as well just, you know, smoke something and hope. But yeah, if a lot of these shit coins, like there's no data on them, so you can't see it. But at least there's some data on here. You got 4 years worth of data, and you can get to 2000 with simple technical analysis. Look, so there's no reason why I can't do that. Yeah, I've got them on my, oh, okay. Alright, cool. Yeah. Let's have a look at what the Russell's doing. Okay. Yeah, that's a big FU candle, that, isn't it? That's like, come down to daddy, fill my buy order, and then go straight up. No messing. Yeah. What's the best entry for today, bro? On what? What are we talking about? On 6... what? Yeah, what asset? Somebody buying this 2k per share. Yeah, but when you're dealing with millions and millions of dollars, you know, even a $1 movement is decent profit. BCH. Yeah, I mean, I'll have a look at BCH one more time, and we have spoken about it quite a lot today. If you want trade signals, just join MAM Pro Club. Like, the details are in the description. It's like I say, I don't want to sound boring or anything, but it's 5 Litecoin or 1 Bitcoin Cash. That is it. That's your lifetime membership. You don't ever have to pay again. You get access to Telegram and Discord. It's the same information on both. So just read the description. You can message me. That's my Telegram. Okay, so that's a direct message. Just message me. Make the payment, send proof, and you can have all the trade signals you want every day. Fill your boots. If I was to say, let's have a look. What you really want is a pullback, and I don't think you're going to get it. I mean, yesterday and over the weekend and Friday, I entered at 313, I think. So I entered just here. I didn't expect it to pull down that much. But you don't use high leverage or anything like that. I am back in break even now. I did add quite a lot of Bitcoin Cash to the portfolio on these dips, but the leverage position that I use on the live streams, that's the trade that's going at the moment, and that's the one that is back in break even. Didn't realize it was not Bitcoin Cash. I'll join right now. Yeah, well, just message me, mate. And let me finish this stream. I'll be like 5-10 minutes, and then message me the proof of payment, and I'll add you to the group. But yeah, I mean, look, I would say, what's that? What is that? I mean, it's too far down for you to sort of get a decent entry. What you really want is like a bit of a pullback. So if this becomes, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, the pullback was here. So yesterday I put on, or was it Saturday? I said, look, this is the pullback. This is where you want to get in. If you saw a pullback where it went like this, that's kind of where you want to get in. I mean, the only other thing is that you just lower your leverage. I mean, if you're going to use like 5-10 times leverage, you just enter now, because you're safe. Like, your stop loss really for this trade should be down somewhere around here. So if we go on the daily, it's higher than that. Somewhere around there, look. 273. That's where your like invalidation needs to be, like your stop loss. I mean, I don't really want to see people get liquidated, but if you're a degenerate gambler, your liquidation level, your liquidation level or a stop loss at $273. I'm confident enough to say that I think you'll be alright. But don't shoot the messenger if I'm wrong. I only have a very small amount of my trading capital in leverage. Most of it is spot. But looking at this chart, I'm pretty sure that this was the dip. This is what you should have bought. You're going to end up buying here. You may have to sit through something like this. Or you get really lucky and it goes boom, which is what I think is going to happen anyway. What trading platform do you use? I use Kraken. I used to use Bybit, but they got banned from everywhere. I don't really know why. That leverage trade is on PancakeSwap because it's hard to get access to leverage where I live. And to be honest, I don't advise using PancakeSwap because it's awful. and I'm only doing that trade for entertainment purposes. All right, just for live streams, just for just for fun. Yeah, I mean, if I the thing is, if you join MAM Pro Club, like I say, if you join MAM Pro Club, I will put a trading signal on specifically for guys that want to trade Bitcoin Cash. I will tell you when you need to enter if you want to use leverage. But right now there's no pullback. If there's a pullback and I think it's a good time to buy, I will post it in MAM Pro Club so that you can enter and get a good entry. We want everybody to have good entries. We want everybody making money and stuff like that. So what do you think of Refcoin? I've got 5 minutes before I need to go and get my daughter. Let me have a look. Like I say, if you have chart requests, you need to join MAM Pro Club because, like I say, it'll give me more time to do it. Going to yeah. Look, I never don't chart for anybody. If you have a request, then I'll do it. But you need to be in MAM Pro Club for that, really. Okay, so what exchange has the most data? That looks alright. Okay. Alright, so earlier in Pro Club, somebody actually asked me what I thought of Sui. This is actually like really similar to Sui. So if you look at Sui, if you look at this chart, right, and you have a look at Sui, where is it? Alright. Sui is like that, yeah?
I didn't catch that. Could you try
again? Siri's trying to talk to me now. But yeah, this is the same chart. Like, this is what I'm waiting for Siri to do. Like, Siri. Okay, right. Reef. Let's have a look. Which one was it? That one? No. That one? Yeah. Okay, so all this did, right, is that it came down and it took out the liquidity from the start of trading. What you want to see is that this is not the rejection zone and that we're going down. What you want to see is like a maintenance of support. So this red line has to become support now, okay? Because all this is a retest from the breakdown. There's nothing bullish about this. It's a potential bearish retest. So either this is going to shizzle, or it reclaims here and then goes up. That's what you want to hope for, yeah? But right now, it's nothing. In fact, to be honest, it's being rejected right off that line. So yeah. All right, guys. So thanks for the coming over and I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hopefully see you over at MAM Pro Club. I'll be out. Anyone who is joining this afternoon, do allow me, half an hour. I need to go and get my daughter, and I'll respond to you and give you the links once you send proof of payment. All right, guys. See you soon, and yeah. Anyone joining, I'll see you over in Pro Club later on. Cheers, guys. Thank you.